so moving on from some of the basic exercises like the chest lift and the arm arcs, we're going to take it into a bit of a little oblique training, okay? So similar setup as before. If you do need a bit of support, you can always make it a little bit higher for your neck if you want to, but have a little bit of support behind you so you're not, again, arching. That's the biggest problem that we find, is that people arch and then have to really work hard to come back from there. So spend a bit of time getting your setup correct. So that's probably about right for me. I'm in hopefully a nice neutral spine in my pelvis. For the oblique exercise, we're going to cross one leg over. I'm going to show you this side so that you can see me coming up and across. And the exercise on the oblique, hands by the side, breathing out, and we're just going to curl up. So it's just an adaptation of the traditional curl, elbow to knee. Okay. Now the problem when we do this sort of original elbow to knee exercise is that I'm more concerned about getting my elbow across, and you can see I'm side bending here to achieve it rather than coming over and using my obliques. So when you do your setup, cross your left knee over your right. Your left hand can either be here or out to the side, wherever's comfortable. I'm going to keep mine at 45 degrees here, so it's in a similar line. As I take my breath in, I still want the elbow in line here, but I'm going to focus on taking my shoulder to the opposite knee. Okay? So I'm going to imagine that my body here is a sheet of paper, and I'm just curling that top corner over. The other three corners are staying flat. Okay? So, starting from the start position, breath in to prepare. As I exhale, my shoulder is going to come up. As I inhale, I'm going to let that shoulder come back down. And again, breath in to prepare. Exhale, my shoulder comes up. Inhale, I come back down. Now if I pull from here, you can see I'm using my pec muscles, and I'm also tending to side bend a little bit, so not a massive amount of obliques coming in. If I make sure my shoulder comes up, then I get a lot more oblique work. Okay? So common faults we've already covered a little bit. Elbow comes up. That means you're using your pecs a little bit too much and you side bend. We could also swing with the movement, so you want to make sure this side hip here that's stabilizing you stays stable. The other thing that can happen is your knee comes up at the same time. So again, you're losing that pure movement. Okay? So if you're worried about cheating, or as you come up, take a breath in, exhale, curl up. Make a conscious hold when you're staying there to keep that stabilizing hip down. Make sure that knee is stable and it's not pulling in, so keep that relaxed. And then just allow that elbow to come back. So if it has wandered in to help you, relax the elbow back and hold. If you want to work harder, add in some pulses. Just at the top, pulse it up. And release it back down. Swapping sides over, it's exactly the same. Stabilize that hip. Make sure everything's nice and soft. Elbow stays where you can see it. And as you curl up, you're curling shoulder to knee. Make sure that knee stays away. Make sure that elbow stays back. And it's quite a small little movement. And release to come back down. Again, these are the precursors for all the oblique exercises that we might do in Pilates. So worth getting it right so you know exactly where you should be working rather than bending and pulling across. Okay? So tiny little oblique exercises. You don't need to come up anywhere near as high as you think you should. Keep it nice and small and nice and controlled. As you get stronger, the height can change a little bit. Again, it will depend on your flexibility. But tiny little obliques, add in some pulses at the end if you want to, and then relax and come back down.